The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The COMELEC is set to tackle the petition filed by the PDP Laban Kusi faction, which is seeking to reopen the filing of COCs or certificates of candidacies. To tell us more, we have Jen Calimon joining us live from Malabon. Jen, when will the COMELEC decide on the matter? And for that matter, is this even constitutionally possible?
Hi, Sean. Last December 31, the Kusi-led PDP Laban faction filed a petition for the reopening or extension of the filing of certificates of candidacy. Now, according to Director James Jimenez, it will be referred to the COMELEC Anbank, and they will make a determination if that is something that would be allowed. Hopefully, Sean, this petition will be taken up for the Anbank by tomorrow. But for Director James Jimenez, what is written in the Constitution must be followed and should not be ignored just for the sake of someone to stay in power. Sean?
All right. What about updates on all these petitions that were filed against presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos? Have there been any updates on those cases or those petitions, rather?
Well, so far, Sean, the petition filed by Attorney Ted Tay is already submitted for resolution. The petitions filed by Danilo Lihay-Lihay and Tiburcio Marcos were both denied while others are still pending. Now, Sean, there will be a preliminary conference on cases filed against presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos this coming Friday. The entire process will be live streamed except the marking of evidence. So everyone has a chance to witness it, but they cannot participate or speak since they can only watch via Facebook. Now, Sean, just to set the expectations, we can expect an entirely procedural conference. So both parties will enter appearances, but BBM as a respondent does not need to appear. So counsels will make stipulations on the things they want to admit or their opponents to admit, and parties will define issues that they feel has the need to be resolved. And after this conference, Sean, they will be given 3 days to submit a written memoranda, which will be then submitted for a resolution. Sean?
All right, Jen, what about this petition to actually postpone the elections altogether? Did the COMELEC have anything to say about that?
Yes, Sean. The COMELEC is receiving petitions to postpone the elections this coming May because of the increasing number of COVID cases. But according to Director James Jimenez, this petition shall follow the same procedure of hearing. But for now, Jimenez is saying that the COMELEC sees no reason to postpone the election, especially that they have guidelines already in place that would accommodate changing conditions or circumstances. Sean?
All right. What about the debates? You know, everyone's always looking forward to the presidential debates for the candidates in 2022. Is that still on the table, Jen?
Well, right now, Sean, Jimenez said that they are cutting down the number of candidates running for president. So it might no longer be necessary to have a pre-debate. So it is expected that the COMELEC may go straight to the actual debate if the number of debaters are already manageable. Sean?
All right. And Jen, last question. Are they willing to take these debates online if the COVID situation demands it?
Well, Sean, that was the plan actually to live stream via Facebook. So everyone has the opportunity to participate. They may give their comments and opinions on the matter, but the presidential aspirants cannot answer back or reply to the messages of the netizens. Son?
All right, we'll wait for further updates regarding the petitions, the numerous petitions. Thank you so much, Jen Calimon of News 5 for those updates. Stay safe, Jen. And in other news, the health department has logged over 5,400 new COVID-19 infections. That brings the caseload to over 2,861,000, nearly 30,000 of which are still active. 13 duplicates were removed from the tally. The virus killed at least 18 more patients, bringing the nationwide death toll to more than 51,600. 14 of those were just reclassified from recoveries. Survivors, though, are now at almost 2,780,000, with 611 new recoveries logged overnight. 121 of those came from the case count after validation. Over 26% of some 24,800 COVID-19 tests recently conducted yielded positive results. 16 laboratories were not able to submit data for today's bulletin. In line with that, hospitals around Metro Manila are feeling the pinch of the sudden uptick in COVID-19 cases. JC Cosico with that report.
As COVID-19 infections continue to rise, several hospitals in Metro Manila are getting overwhelmed with patients. The National Kidney and Transplant Institute in Quezon City, for one, has 60 active COVID-19 cases, but NKTI has only 60 beds dedicated for infected patients.
Nag-overflow na ang aming ER at ang iba nasa tent, which is not comfortable for them, especially ang marami pa rin nagda-dialysis sa kanila. Since after the Pasko, nag-increase na siya, and including dati 0 to 4 admission, no? Ngayon dumami na naman, including with our health worker.
At least 34 employees have also tested positive for COVID-19. NKTI will now reopen another ward with 20 COVID beds to accommodate more patients.
And then, ang nurses na positive, mababawasan talaga na naman ang aming workforce. Humingi kami ng additional.
The Hospital ng Malabon, meanwhile, will temporarily stop accepting outpatients and non-COVID-19 patients until further notice. Outpatients and non-COVID-19 cases have been advised to go to the Super Health Center in Barangay Catmon or coordinate with the city's command center.
Kung kailan bubuksan, ito'y wala pang kapaliwanagan dahil mula sa 19 na nagpositibo ng mga doktor at saka mga nurses at mga empleyado. Kahapon nalaman ulit namin naging 66 na ang naging ang kaso natin diyan na positibo.
The Dr. Jose Rodriguez Memorial Hospital or Tala Hospital in Caloocan City had to close its emergency room and outpatient services department after being converted into COVID-19 wards. To date, Tala Hospital, which is a COVID-19 referral hospital, has 250 active COVID-19 cases, a huge jump from just 25 cases last Christmas.
Yes, it is alarming. We expect that the cases will increase after the holiday season. Pero not this fast. Hindi ganito kabilis.
Tala Medical Chief Dr. Alfonso Famaran Jr. said most cases are moderate. 6 patients are in critical condition. 5 of them are unvaccinated.
Lumalabas dito, puro merong galing sa gatherings. Family reunions, parties, pumunta ng palengke, pumunta ng malls. So gano'n na lumalabas. More on the community-acquired side ang reasons.
Famaran says the hospital still has enough manpower to manage patients as of now. The Philippine General Hospital has also seen a stark increase in cases, from 30 last Christmas to 160 this week. That's why doctors are reminding the public to continue following minimum health protocols. They are also urging the public to immediately isolate if they experience any COVID symptoms. For News 5, JC Cosico, We Are One News.
Pharmaceutical giant Unilab says that some of its brands are out of stock in select drugstores nationwide due to, quote, extraordinary demand. In a statement, Unilab says it is now working with partner drugstores and retailers to replenish stocks as soon as possible. Several reports have noted a limited supply of paracetamol and other medications for flu-like symptoms in some pharmacies. The health department has acknowledged the increased demand, but they have assured the public that there is no shortage of these drugs. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.